Okay, Mad World, we're going to take a look at a matchup for UFC 260. Marc-Andre Barriault taking on Abu Azaitar. Coming into this fight, Azaitar has only fought once. He fought Vitor Miranda back in 2018, and he was able to pick up a unanimous decision. Barriault, on the other hand, I think this is his fifth time up at bat in the UFC, and in his first three, he went 0 for 3, losing all fights to decision. He had a win over Oscar Piota, but that fight was overturned into a no contest due to a drug fail. Now, he was cleared because they determined that it was a bad sample or whatever, but he still had to pay a fine and he was still suspended for a short term. So technically he has no wins in the UFC, and technically he is on a 3-fight loss in the UFC and 1 fight under suspicion. He is fighting for his contract. Azaitar is just probably trying to get back after, nearly almost 2.5 years gone away from the octagon. He's just trying to get back into the game and pick up his winning ways. He hasn't lost a fight since 2012. In his last 3 or 4 fights before coming to the UFC, he's pretty much done it by decision. The way I think that Azaitar wins this fight is to do what he's always done, and that is come forward and throw punches and bunches, deliver that speed and power. He has a very quick first step while entering the threshold, and he throws almost every punch with committed power. I think that's going to be in his favor. The problem is that he tends to fall into the next punch. Now, he does recover his balance at the end of the combination, and that's really a good thing, but he can still be caught. If you go back to the World Series of Fighting, when he fought Michael Arant, Arant was able to catch him quite a few times coming through the threshold by taking half steps back and just swinging. That is what Barriault is going to have to do if he wants to catch him. Barriault is a little bit more plodding, methodical, and he kind of sits back. He doesn't really have a great first step when covering the threshold, but if he can push Azaitar back and get into the clinch, he does amazing work inside of the clinch with dirty boxing, infighting, push-pull methods, short uppercuts, short elbows. He does a wonderful job there. That's going to be the strategy that should work for him, and avoid going for the takedown. Azaitar is very good about getting back to his feet. He's very strong, very durable, very explosive. So I wouldn't go for the takedown. In the first round, if I'm Barriault, I would push him up against the cage, work the dirty boxing as much as I could, keep my body weight on him, and that will fatigue him in round 2. And in round 2, I would come out, work the timing, work off the jab, try to catch him coming in, put him up against the cage, just kind of build on the effect of the previous round. And then round 3, then he can go for the takedown and work some ground and pound. And I think if he follows that format, he gets him out of there in 3, but I don't think you get him out of there early. As far as Azaitar goes, he just does what he does. He comes out, he touches, he feels. When you give him too much lag time and you give him the same look over and over, he is going to cross that threshold. And unfortunately, Barriault gives you that same look. He doesn't have a lot of footwork, doesn't have a lot of head movement. He's looking to counter, and that's where Azaitar is going to get him. He's going to see that look. He's going to have some confidence, and he's going to determine when's the best time to go. And he's just going to go, and he's going to let his hands go, and he's got a lot of power in his hands. He's going to end up backing up Barriault, and if he backs him up to the cage, he does have grappling skills, but not the strongest of submission skills. So he may take him down and work a lot of ground and pound. If he wants to do that, his job will be to do that early as possible and tire Barriault out. But that's the way I see the fight going. I would say if the fight stays the way it is and they come in with their normal strategies, the fight goes the way of Azaitar. And that's the way I'm going to look at it. But again, Barriault can change this fight up if he moves forward, works the clinch, counters in the middle, takes him down in the third round, and he should win. Otherwise, Azaitar is just going to do what he's always done and walk away with the W. And I think that Barriault has to take Azaitar out. He's fighting for his contract, so not only does he have to win this fight, he's got to impress Dana. Azaitar just has to do what he's always done. Let's go in, move forward, lay heavy punches with good speed, look good, and walk away with a decision. I am Coach Sess, and you've had words with the Mad Coach.